Doctors don't tell you. If nights feel loud the moment the room goes quiet, try this tiny fix. 1 unsalted, unsweetened evening snack, and 2 calm habits that help your brain stop spotlighting the ringing. You'll get 5 gentle options you can use tonight, and a 90-second quiet bonus that ties it all together. First win, right now. 3 spoonfuls of warm oats with cinnamon and ground flaxseed in the smallest bowl you own. Sit, breathe in for 4 and out for 6, let your shoulders drop, and notice how enough can arrive before full. That's the feeling we're aiming for. Dimmer, not switch. I'm Michael Harris, and for over 30 years, I've helped older adults build small, steady routines for calmer evenings and clearer mornings. I won't promise miracles. I will give you tools that many people over 60 find friendly at night. Before you pick a snack, ask one quick question. Do you usually want it right after dishes or closer to lights out? If it's right after dishes, you need only a few bites. If it's 20 to 40 minutes before bed, keep it tiny anyway. Portion is your steering wheel. Small, seated, slow. That simple trio teaches your nervous system that the night is safe. Snack 1 is the warm oats we just used. A spoon of ground flaxseed, a dusting of cinnamon, no sugar, no syrup, no raisin confetti. Imagine steam lifting while you sit at the table. One client told me he swapped late cookies for 3 spoonfuls of oats and stopped crashing into bed jangly. It isn't magic, it's a smoother glide path built from complex carbohydrates and fiber. Make less than you think, use a teaspoon, and stop at quiet enough. Snack 2 is half an avocado with a squeeze of lemon or a pinch of mild dill. It's creamy and mellow without salt or sugar. A neighbor of mine keeps a spoon in the shell and eats it slowly while the evening news hums in the background. Gentle fats help many people feel settled without the buzzy after effect of sweets. If reflux visits you sometimes, make the portion truly small and stay upright for a bit. Add a few cucumber slices for that clean, satisfying crunch so many chase in salted crackers. Texture satisfied, nerves unprovoked. Snack 3 is a small handful of unsalted almonds or walnuts with cucumber rounds. Think crunch without the salt blast, slow energy without a sugar spike. A lot of night snacking is really a texture hunt. The cucumber gives the click and the sound your mouth wants, while nuts burn like a small campfire rather than flaring like a bundle of newspaper. Pre-portion the nuts into a tiny dish before you sit. Satisfying crunch is good. Endless crunch keeps your brain on alert. Snack 4 is plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt with a spoon of chia seeds and a dusting of cinnamon. Cool, smooth, steady. One viewer keeps a miniature glass dish ready in the fridge. When roaming fingers try to negotiate with the pantry, she grabs that dish and sits for a minute. If dairy treats you kindly, protein plus gentle fiber can quiet the keep snacking voice. If dairy doesn't sit well, skip it without guilt and pick another option. The principle holds. Smallest bowl, teaspoon, seated, slow. Snack 5 is cottage cheese, low sodium if your store carries it, topped with fresh dill and cucumber or a few cherry tomato halves if those feel fine to you. A retired teacher calls this her robe snack. Robe on, small bowl, sit, breathe, and let the house dim. A modest evening portion of protein can feel like tucking in a blanket, snug but not tight. Stir the herbs in, pause between bites, and stop when comfort arrives. We're not chasing fullness, we're building calm. You might be wondering whether any snack at night risks making the ringing worse. For many people, it's less about eating and more about what, how much, and how. Salty snacks and sugary desserts can turn up arousal and pull attention toward internal noise. Simple, unsalted, unsweetened foods in tiny, seated portions tend to fade into the evening. Try a small experiment tonight. Plate your snack, sit down, and take 3 slower breaths before the first bite. When the body reads safe, the brain often stops scanning for alarms. A man in his 70s told me he used to stand under the porch light crunching chips at 10. He felt a bright zing that followed him to bed. He switched to 3 spoonfuls of warm oats and moved the moment to the table. 2 weeks later, he said, "It's not gone, it's just not shouting at me." That's the heart of this approach. We aren't silencing a machine, we're dimming a spotlight so the sound blends into the room like the fridge hum. Habit 1 is your soft focus cue. Give your ears a gentle companion while you eat, the hum of a fan, a quiet rain track, or breathing 4 seconds in and 6 seconds out. Start the sound before your first bite. Let it continue while you rinse your bowl, and leave it on a little as you lower the lights. Pairing a calm background with a quiet snack tells your attention to widen. The ringing has to share the stage instead of taking the center. Habit 2 is deceptively powerful. Put the snack on a plate and sit at a table. Eating from a bag or the fridge door signals a quick errand. Plate plus chair signals a short, safe ceremony. The change is tiny and the effect is outsized. When you stop rushing, your nervous system stops scanning.
Let's talk about fruit, because some people do fine with a few berries or a slice of pear at night, and others notice quick sweetness brightens the sound. If you want a gentle test, try a fruit-free evening for a night or two and watch how you sleep. If you miss a cozy note, place a cinnamon stick in warm water or dust a little cinnamon over oats or yogurt. You keep the evening aroma without the sugar push. If vanilla or chamomile says evening to your brain, use that scent as your anchor. A quick word on meds, portions, and timing. If you take insulin or other diabetes medicines, coordinate timing and amounts of snacks with your care team so you stay steady overnight. If reflux bothers you, keep portions truly small and avoid lying down right after eating. If you track blood pressure, pay attention to how low sodium evenings feel across a few weeks. If you use anticoagulants and suddenly add lots of leafy herbs, keep those choices consistent rather than swinging wildly day to day. This is not about restriction, it's about predictability. You may notice a pattern in everything I'm saying. Small means choosing the tiniest bowl and the smallest spoon and deciding in advance you're aiming for quiet enough. Seated means treating the moment like an appointment with calm rather than a pit stop. Slow means tasting the bite you have before asking for another. Add unsalted and unsweetened to that trio and your body reads safety. Safety loosens the grip of attention. Now for the quiet bonus I promised. It takes 90 seconds and blends all of this into one routine. Turn on a low, steady background sound, fan, rain, or gentle static. Plate your snack, 3 spoonfuls of warm oats or a few cucumber rounds with a tiny dish of unsalted nuts, or 2 small bites of plain yogurt with chia. Sit with both feet on the floor, breathe in for 4 counts and out for 6, 3 times. Take 1 small bite every 10 to 15 seconds and count quietly to yourself. 1, soft, 2, steady, 3, safe. After 6 or 7 bites, stop and ask, enough? If yes, rinse the bowl and keep the background sound for another minute while you dim the room. If not yet, take 1 or 2 more tiny bites and ask again. The point isn't fullness. The point is shifting your brain from, is it ringing, to, I'm doing fine. A simple ritual helps you remember. One grandmother folded a tea towel under her bowl every night. She said it felt like setting a tiny cable, and that single detail slowed her enough to notice comfort sooner. Choose your marker. A certain chair, a favorite mug, a small lamp turned 1 notch lower, or 2 words you say to yourself each time, soft and steady. Use the same marker every evening for a week and watch what changes. Let's sweep the 5 options once more so you leave with clarity you can act on. Warm oats with cinnamon and flax are your slow glide when a sweet tooth tries to drive the bus. Half an avocado with lemon or dill is your creamy calm without salt. Nuts plus cucumber give you a clean crunch and a slow burn instead of a spike. Plain Greek yogurt with chia settles things if dairy is your friend. Cottage cheese, low sodium if possible, plus herbs and cucumber is your tidy protein blanket. None of them cures ringing. All of them reduce the system's urge to scan and overreact. You're allowed to be methodical. Choose one snack for tonight. Plate it. Sit. Turn on the friendly background sound. Take 3 slow breaths. Eat the smallest version that satisfies. Rinse the bowl. Lower one light. Say to yourself, dimmer, not switch. If oats get boring after a week, rotate the avocado, then to yogurt or cottage cheese, always keeping the principle and changing only the item. If a night goes sideways, there's no failure. Return to small, seated, slow the next evening and let the routine do its work. If this helps, decide now which idea you'll try first. Warm oats with cinnamon and flax, avocado with lemon, nuts with cucumber, plain Greek yogurt with chia, or cottage cheese with herbs. Jot one detail you'll pair with it, a tiny bowl, a teaspoon, a tea towel, a rain sound, so you can repeat it. When the sink is rinsed, the bowl is drying, and the hallway light is one shade softer, remember that the goal isn't silence, it's a kinder signal. The ringing can be present without leading the show. With a quiet snack and 2 calm habits, you conduct the tempo. Small, seated, slow. No salt, no sugar. Dimmer, not switch.